Hello everyone, I'm Sharpedo43 once again, bringing you all another Wi-Fi battle. My opponent for this battle is going to be HeffNastyy. I found this fellow on Discord. I was looking for a battle and he was looking for a battle as well, but interestingly enough, this battle is actually going to not necessarily be a small type of battle. It's actually going to be a battle where I guess we can call it a draft battle, a draft league kind of battle, kinda. Reason being is because HeffNastyy here told me that he wanted to use his draft league teams, or at least one of his draft league teams, and I was like, that's interesting. So I told him, you know what I'm gonna do as well is use one of my draft league teams as well and go up against yours. And so we did that basically, and the team that I'm bringing, as you can see here, is actually gonna be the one that I used against Bill Standish in the DVL for week 3. I don't know what week was his, in all honesty. I do think he has a YouTube channel though. If I find it, I'll link it in the description so you guys can see what team did he use it from. What team is he using this? What week was he using this team in his draft league that he was doing? If he even has content for it. If not, then we'll never know. But anyways, so yeah, I'm a little afraid because looking at this team, he has Mega Houndoom, he has the Torkoal, he has the Cresselia, which is an annoying wall. He has Conkeldurr, which is a powerhouse, and he has a Haxorus, which can set up and sweep basically, if given the opportunity. The Leavanny I don't know much about. I know that thing can set up sticky webs though, and that can be scary. I don't know if at the time I wasn't sure if this thing gets like chlorophyll or something to raise its speed, considering he does have a Torkoal, and having Torkoal just for Mega Houndoom seems kind of odd in my opinion though, but maybe I'm wrong on that. So yeah, and the team that I brought, like I said, it's pretty vulnerable to a lot of this guy's team. I mean, there's ways around it, but I have to, literally play my cards correctly. And I've never battled HeffNastyy before, so I don't even know how good of a battler he is. So yeah, we're just about to find out here. He's gonna lead off with Raphael, which is the Torkoal, and I'm gonna lead off with Flygon. Shame I didn't have nicknamed Pokemon in this battle, because it would have been kind of cool, because usually in a lot of draft leagues a lot of people like to nickname their Pokemon, which is kind of cool, the more you think about it. But anyways, I led with Flygon, and he's going to switch out obviously, not want to take a freaking Earthquake. I honestly thought he did, honestly, so I went for the Z Stone Edge here to probably, I don't know if it was going to take it out or not, but I was kind of hoping it would, but he just switched into Cresselia. I was afraid of him being able to take an Earthquake and then just getting his Stealth Rocks up, because I felt like maybe he'll want those, but nah, he just switches into Cresselia, and as you can see, this Continental Crush did absolutely nothing, so I'm just going to have to switch out obviously and go straight into Jolteon right here. Now here he's going to go for Calm Mind. Now this scared me big time. It makes me kind of glad that I hard switched into Jolteon. Why, you ask? Because this Jolteon is actually the one that carries Toxic, which thankfully doesn't miss, by the way, because if it missed and this thing got away with setting up like a substitute or something, that just would be the whole game, because Cresselias are bulky enough. They'd probably be able to take freaking Thunders from this from Jolteons for days after a Calm Mind, in all honesty. Now here he's gonna go for a Psychic, and I'm just gonna have to switch out. I take the Psychic after going for Toxic, so here I decided to switch into Milotic, hoping this Cresselia does not set up anymore, but he does set up another Calm Mind despite the Toxic, in all honesty. And this is where I decided to, you know what, I'm going to make a very, very dicey play here. I'm going to go for Mirror Coat and just hope he attacks me. Thankfully, he did. He could have easily gone for more Calm Minds, but I was just kind of hoping he didn't go for another Calm Mind, and he actually didn't. He just went for the Psychic. I'm guessing he was thinking I would maybe Dragon Tail him or something, and maybe that's why he attacked me, and maybe he just wanted to get the damage off, but I don't know. Here, as the Cresselia goes down, now he's going to go into Leavanny, which can Leaf Blade me to death, so I decided to send Lopunny to take it. Reason was because I wanted to get the Fake Out as well. But as you can see here, thankfully he did not go for Leaf Blade. He actually went for Knockoff. And Lopunny is a Mega, so Knockoff doesn't really affect it much. And I just get to Mega Evolve here and just go for the Fake Out. Seeing how it stayed in made me wonder now, is this thing like Chlorophyll or something? Because he stayed in, or maybe is it Scarfed? But he just stays in and goes for Stealth Rock, Sticky Webs. And I just stayed in and go for Return. Now this Leavanny actually does live, and then here is where I realize, yep, it's Chlorophyll, because here I'm able to take it out with a Drain Punch. Reason why I went for Drain Punch here was just so I can get some HP back with this Lopunny, and maybe hit something else that he decides to switch in really hard and get some HP back from the damage that I've taken prior due to the knockoff. So here he's going to send out the Torkoal again so that he can get his Sun back up. if he has this sun up, he can definitely come in with Mega Houndoom and probably do a lot of damage to my team. Although Lopunny is kind of the check to the Mega Houndoom, but while this Torkoal is around, it can kind of wall Mega Lopunny, so I kind of didn't want that. So that's why I switched into my Milotic right here. He does get Stealth Rocks up, which is fine with me in all honesty. So here I'm just gonna go for. Actually, I think I don't switch out here. I think he's gonna switch out, yeah. And I think I just went for Scald just to see how much it would do in the sun. Yeah, I go for Scald. He switches into the Haxorus though. Not necessarily sure why, because I honestly thought that maybe, just maybe, this Torkoal would have Solar Beam, but I guess not. Because otherwise he would have stayed in and gone for it. It would have probably been able to take the what's it called? The Scald Well, considering it's in the sun and whatnot. But I don't know. So here I'm going to switch out, going to Skarmory. He does go for Outrage here. The reason why I sent in Skarmory was because I wanted to see if he'd go for a contact move and I can cripple it with Rocky Helmet, but as you can see, this Skarmory wasn't even Rocky Helmet. It actually was freaking, what's it called? The Leftovers variant. So here I went for Default because I wanted to at least get rid of the sticky webs he got up earlier. And the rocks, because it does cripple a lot of my team if he has them up. And now that the Leavanny's gone, I don't have to worry about sticky webs anymore, which is really, really good. So here, he's going to get confused after another Outrage. And I'm just going to get my own rocks up here. Now here I just stay in and just go for an Iron Head. I think I had Iron Head on this. Yeah, I had an Iron Head. I went for Iron Head just to get some chip on this thing. On the off chance he does hurt himself in confusion here. And as you can see right here, it hurts itself. So because of that, I get at least a little bit more chip damage on this thing with Iron Head. And it's pretty good chip actually for a defensive Skarmory in all honesty. So I'll take it. So here I decided to stay in and just go for more Iron Heads in case it hurts itself again. But nope, this time it goes through and now it just takes out my Skarmory. So here I lose Skarmory. I go into Lopunny here. Now here I wanted to just go for Fake Out and see if he would stay in. If he stays in, that gives me the impression that this Haxorus was Choice Scarfed and not a Dragon Dancing set, which was what I was afraid of. So because he stayed in, I was like, okay, I'm going to switch out because this thing is probably Scar. I decided to go into Milotic. I don't know if this was a bad play or not, but I really didn't have a lot of switch-ins to this anyways. And I didn't want to lose Lopunny either, honestly, because if I lose Lopunny, that could just be the whole game, honestly. I could get destroyed by this Haxorus alone. Because everything else on my team doesn't really look like it's going to be able to take it very well. And if it's Scarfed, I don't think my Flygon, which I think was... Yeah, it's not Scarf. My Flygon was a Scarf, so it was going to get Outraged as well. Like, literally everything on my team was going to get manhandled by this Haxorus if I didn't preserve Lopunny here. So I had to sack my Milotic, unfortunately, which was looking like the more disposable one on my team, looking at the rest of HeffNastyy's team. So, yeah, here I go for another Fake Out. He thankfully didn't try to switch out the Haxorus, and I just was able to take out the Haxorus with Fake Out. And here I'm going to hard switch into Cofagrigus because he goes into Conkeldurr. This Conkeldurr thankfully does not go for knockoff predicting this Cofagrigus, although he was predicting something else. Maybe my Jolteon because he goes for Earthquake. And as you're going to see right here, he does actually have the knockoff. I thought at first that maybe he didn't have it. That's why he went for Earthquake in case he predicted me. But he does have a knockoff. So maybe he was predicting my Jolteon to come in. But I wouldn't want to switch in a Jolteon against a potentially Drain Punching Conkeldurr here in all honesty. Now here I went for Hex because I was afraid of this Conkeldurr being the Guts variant, and if it has Mach Punch, it'll just one-shot my Mega Lopunny, so that's why I went for Hex just to get some chip damage. But unfortunately, he did have the freaking, the Iron Fist ability, so I could have burned it, but I didn't know it had it, so as a result, I tried to Will-O-Wisp it here, but he actually makes the smart play now, and actually hard switches into Houndoom, which gets the Flash Fire boost, then Mega Evolves, and then just takes me out with a Flamethrower, I believe. So I lose Cofagrigus, which sucks because now I kind of don't have it out to the Conkeldurr. Although I do think that from where I was at with the HP, I think it would have just been in range to take it out anyway. So I was already not looking really, really well here. I decided to go into Lopunny here just to, you know, go for Drain Punch. He does stay in, thankfully. Like I'm guessing the only reason he stayed in was probably to I thought he was hoping that I'd overpredict and just like double on him or something, and then I'd lose another Mon because he'll hit me with something like Flamethrower or something. And I think the rest of my team doesn't really take a Flamethrower very well at this point. So yeah, I was glad that I was able to just take out this Houndoom. And now I'm just gonna hard switch into, I think, Flygon here. No, Jolteon. I think I was trying to sack Jolteon because I thought this would be disposable at this point. But check this out. He's gonna go for Lava Plume, and under the sun, this Lava Plume was thankfully not enough to take out my Jolteon. He does not get the burn either, and I get the Mago Berry off, which is even better. And now here I'm just gonna go for Rain Dance, because if you guys saw the week 3 battle against Bill Standish, I did bring Rain Dance Jolteon for the Thunder and whatnot, so that I can hit hard on everything on his team, including Celesteela. But in this case, I did bring the Rain Dance here, and it gets rid of his Sun, which is really good. Which means now I can hit it with a Hidden Power Water, which unfortunately doesn't take it out, but he doesn't finish off my Jolteon either. He just gets the Rock Slip. I'm guessing so that in case my Flygon is like Sash or something, it goes down to Conkeldurr's Ice Punch. But my Flygon is not Scarf type, or Sash, jeez. Yeah, it's not Sash, so unfortunately this Mach Punch, I was hoping he wouldn't have Mach Punch so I could just go for Thunder, but he had it. I go into Flygon here to just get some chip off with Earthquake. And hopefully he does not have Ice Punch, because he had Earthquake and Knockoff, so I don't think he has Ice Punch. He has Mach Punch and maybe Drain Punch. But as you can see right here, he does have the Ice Punch. So the only fighting type move he had on this Conkeldurr was actually the freaking Mach Punch, which is kind of like crazy in all honesty. Because Drain Punch Conkeldurr is actually pretty good. So, but this was a Draft League Conkeldurr, so it's probably it had its own purpose, I felt. So here I sent in my last Pokemon Lopunny. I was hoping to take it out with Fake Out, and I didn't. So now here I was just hoping I could live the Mach Punch, and thankfully I did, because I do believe I threw in some bulk on this Lopunny just to take a few hits better or something. But yeah, and I just finished it off with a Power Punch, because Return would be overkill as well as Drain Punch. So yeah, that's gonna be the whole game. Good game to HeffNastyy. That was a really close battle, and I thought it was kind of fun in all honesty that we were both using Draft League teams, because we just get to see how it would fare against someone else who was in a different league, and we'd have to like create our own alternatives to what we have, because remember that each Draft League team is made with its own purpose for the opponent in their respective Draft Leagues. So the fact that we're now going out of the blue and just facing completely different opponents that were not relevant to any league that we've been, respectively, that is, it made the battle a lot more interesting, and in the process even fun, especially because this battle was also very close. So yeah, I had fun with this battle. All I can say is good game to HeffNastyy. That was a fun battle in all honesty. Like I said, he does have a YouTube channel, I think. I don't think he posts much anymore, but he does have like some Draft League battles there. If you guys want to check it out, you guys want to find out which week was he using this team in, you guys can do that. I'll link the channel in the description below. But with all that said, thank you all for watching this battle. I'll catch you guys for the next one, but for now, just take it easy.